So I was on a walk this morning and I saw this homeless guy. So I went up to him and I said, "Hey, what's going on, homie?" And he was like, "Oh, not much. Just getting by off of these slim pickings that people be throwing me every once in a while." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. You ever thought about like getting a home?" And he was like, "Oh no, I feel like these real estate agents are real greedy. You know, they're like, I feel like they're charging like way more rent than necessary." And he was like, yeah, I understand. These real estate agents can be pretty greedy. And I was like, but you do understand like that we're going through this cost of living crisis, and and the supply of houses isn't very good, like construction's kind of slowing down, and the supply of houses isn't so good. And like a lot of people want a house, but the supply of houses doesn't really doesn't really meet the demand, and so they got to run up the prices. And the homeless person was like, yeah, I understand. And so I was like, if you wanted, I could help you find a house, because I was doing this class, this real estate class, and I feel like I could help you get a house. And he was like, "Oh, really? How could you do that, huh? I make no money. I'm living off of these slim pickings that I get from other people. How do you think that I'm going to be able to afford a house?" And I was like, "All right, listen, homie. I just got my principal's license, and I started my own business recently, and I feel like you work for me for a couple months, you could afford a house." And he was like, "Oh, really? I could I could afford a house by working for you." And I was like, "Yeah, we got a lot of these. Oh yeah, we got a lot of these like requests for appraisals, bro. And if we can turn these appraisals into listings, then we could get pretty stacked on the cash." And he was like, "All right, so I just gotta do these appraisals and and convert them into listings, and I'll get paid, and eventually afford my own house." And I was like, "Yeah, homie." And bro, that homeless person, after just 6 months of working with me, I turned him from a homeless person into this successful man. He got a house, and he proposed to his girlfriend, and I was so grateful for the transformation that I was able to make in this man's life. And so the moral of this video is, give people a chance, bro, because you need to see them for what they can become, not as they are right now. And that's all I got for this video. Goodbye.